The problem of academic dishonesty is all too familiar for college faculty today, and it's often approached from a reactionary and punitive perspective. There is certainly a place for this in an overall strategy to redress it, but it may be more effective if combined with a more proactive and preventative approach that emphasizes the practical value of preserving the integrity of the learning experience and the value of one's degree as a result. To do this, it's important to highlight that employers expect employees who can produce, and anything students do now to circumvent the learning process will undermine the value of the skills and knowledge and thus the value of what they can offer a company. It's also important to highlight that taking shortcuts now may lead to dead ends later, especially in high-paying career fields that are most coveted, such as STEM fields, including computer science, engineering, and medicine. The most demanding majors have the most exacting standards. Employers will screen for these and test for them in coding challenges. College and industry standards and licensing requirements will require that skills be assessed in controlled environments, and taking shortcuts in class today generally increases the chance of washing out of a program altogether later. Perhaps students don't think of the natural consequences of their actions and focus only on the artificial consequences we impose when we catch them. We might do well, though, to understand some of the root causes of what motivates students to cheat or take shortcuts in the first place, and use that knowledge to help students develop a growth mindset and foster a culture of integrity, not just because it's the right thing for them to do, but because it's the practical thing for them to do. Some of our students are confident and academically prepared. In many cases, these students may be least likely to cheat or take shortcuts because they have the skills, work ethic, and study habits to succeed on their own merits. They may also like school and take pride in the accomplishment of it. But by the same token, these students are more likely to be in competitive fields where pressure and the stakes are high, and thus may be motivated to do anything that might, quote, give them an advantage. Some students may also be humbled by the level of rigor and competition and feel average for the first time in their academic lives. This may rattle their nerves and undermine their confidence. Some of our students are first-generation college students and may be in a variety of different positions because of that. They may have families that are incredibly supportive or deeply critical of the choice to attend college, and some may have added pressure to work to support the family or added responsibility at home. Some of our students have real or perceived language barriers or learning disabilities that not only present added challenges and barriers to their learning process, but also added hits to their confidence and belief in themselves and their ability to be successful in college. Some of our students are going through significant life stressors that none of us are immune to, and these can also impact their mental, physical, and emotional well-being, leaving them with less time or mental bandwidth to navigate the challenges of college. Some of our students fall into one or more of these categories, increasing the pressure and possibility of feeling overwhelmed. None of this is meant to suggest that we let unacceptable behavior slide, or that anyone should get a free pass, because we all know that life is hard and that it's not fair. We deal with the cards we've been dealt and make the best hand we can with them. And what it does suggest, though, is that if we look at the why behind academic dishonesty, we can get to the how of preventing it proactively and positively. You may not be able to reach all students, but you can reach more than you might imagine. Take a moment to think about the kinds of students you've had or will have in your classes. No two are exactly alike in circumstance, preparation, confidence, or motivation. Your challenge is to put yourself in their shoes, or remember that you once were, and that not everyone can, quote, do it just because others before them did. Your challenge is not just to teach them your course content, but also why it matters and how to approach learning it, the tips, tricks, and strategies, and to reduce the cognitive load. Your challenge is not to let students feel that they are alone in the struggle, to remind them that learning itself is punctuated with failure and a certain measure of discomfort, and this is the way it works. Your challenge is to figure out how you can approach going from a gotcha mentality of punitive punishment after the fact toward a more positive and proactive approach of I got you mentality that fosters a growth mindset, instills confidence, and empowers them to become responsible, ethical learners who take pride in their academic endeavors. The late poet Maya Angelou is often attributed as saying, "At the end of the day, people may not remember what you said, but they will remember how you made them feel." You can be that one professor who made a difference, who taught your students that they do belong, that they are good enough, smart enough to be successful on their own merits in school and beyond.